Hello. A promise made is a promise kept. My name is Noushin, and I'm here with Longman Academic Writing Series, Book 1, Sentence to Paragraph. We will be together on this journey to become good writers. Let's start with Unit 1, or Chapter 1. Introducing yourself. It's nice to meet you, by the way. So, before you write anything, it's always good to look at good samples. So, for example, before you write a sentence, it's good to look at model sentences and then come up with your own. Or when you want to write a paragraph, you look at a model paragraph and then you write your own. Here, we've got 3 writing models from 3 students introducing themselves to their teachers and classmates. What we want to do is we want to look at the models and check the information we can find in each model. So here we've got writing model 1, and we need to look for the name, home country, languages, where he lives, age, family, work, classes at school, free time fun, and plans for the future. Let's see what we have. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Shakut Matin. So yes, we've got the name. Here it is. My nickname is Salim. Did we have nickname? No. I'm from Pakistan. Yes, we've got the country. I speak Bengali. We have the languages. I am married. I live with my wife and our son. So we've got family. We know a little bit about his family. And I want to study computers. Work, class at work, free time, plans for the future. Yes, we know that. There we go. Writing model 2. First, let's read again writing model 1 one more time. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Shakut Matin. My nickname is Salim. I am from Pakistan. I speak Bengali. So we had also the language. I am married. I live with my wife and our son. And I want to study computers. Model 2. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marta Moreno. My full name is Marta Lucia Moreno Martinez. I'm from Colombia. We've got the home country. I'm 19 years old. We have the age. I live on campus. We know where he lives. I like to go dancing. We know what he does in his free time. And I want to travel. So we know his future plans for the future. Model 3. Let's read model 1 again. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marta Moreno. My full name is Marta Lucia Marina Martinez. I'm from Colombia. I'm 19 years old. I live on campus. I like to go dancing and I want to travel. Model 3. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Zhang. But please call me Calvin. Thank you very much. Zhang is my family name. Minzong means smart and heroic. I'm 21. We know his age. I'm taking classes in English and math. We know the classes he has at a school. And I live with my cousin and his family. Do we know about his family? Not really. I work part-time in his restaurant. Do we know his job? Yes. And I want to have my own business. So we know his plans for the future. Okay. Let's look at the vocabulary we've got here. When I want to introduce ourselves, our names usually have a first name, a middle name, and a last name. All of us have a first name and a last name, but some of us also have middle names. So here we've got George as his first name, Edward, middle name, and Jackson, last name. Last name and surname and family name, they all mean the same. My first name is Noushin. My last name is Lokmani. And I don't have a middle name. What about yours? So let's practice a little bit. It says, look at the writing models and find an example of each word in the list. Write the number of the model. Number 1, a first name Marta. In writing model 2, we had Marta here. Then a nickname. We had a nickname here. It says, please call me Calvin. So we've got Calvin. That's in model number 3. Then a full name. We had here, my full name is blah, blah, blah. Marta Lucia Moreno Martinez. That is in writing model 2. And a family name, let's go to number 1, so it doesn't feel left out. Martin, and writing model 1. So, page 4, read the questions, complete the answers. What is your full name? My full name is Noushin. Lokmani. And what do you want to use in this class? Please call me Noosh. How's that? So, let's go to the organization part. Words are the smallest units in writing, of course. And then we use words to form sentences, and then we use sentences to form paragraphs. Here we've got 4 sentences. I'm a student. This is my book. What is your name? Where are you from? Technically, we've got 2 sentences and 2 questions. Remember, when we want to write a paragraph, we have a group of sentences. But the thing about these group of sentences is they always are about the same person or thing. Same person or thing. That person or that thing is called the topic. Let's look at an example. The following paragraph is about Yelena Politova. Let's see what it says. My classmate Yelena Politova is an interesting person. She's from Ukraine. She speaks Ukrainian and Russian. She lives with her family. She's married. She has 1 son and 1 daughter. She works part-time at an animal hospital, and I hope to learn more about her. Good paragraph. Remember, there are 2 things that you should be careful when you're writing a paragraph. Number 1 is that the first sentence should be indented. Indented means you go in a little bit, like a few spaces. You go in a little bit before the first word of the first line. And then when you want to write the second sentence, you just follow the first sentence in the same line. You don't have different separate sentences in a paragraph. First sentence indented, then you follow with the rest of the paragraphs. When the topic is over and you want to start a new paragraph, again, the first line is indented, and then you have the rest of the lines following that. So this is the indent, and you've got the new sentence here, and you need a full stop to show that you're going to start your new sentence. Let's do a little practice. You've got a paragraph. You've got some sentences that are supposed to form a paragraph. I want you to take a sheet of paper, put these sentences into the format of a proper paragraph on your sheet of paper, and then you can write it in the comment section, and I'll give you feedback on it. Good? Now let's talk about sentence structure. A sentence is a group of words that express a complete idea. What do we mean by that? We mean that a sentence always has a subject and always has a verb. So we know who or what is doing what. For example, Hero plays the guitar. Hero is your subject and plays is the verb. Or he loves music. He is the subject and love is the verb. The subject can be a noun, like hero, classmate, student, whatever. Or a pronoun, like I, you, she, he. And then you've got a verb that usually describes an action, something like play or eat. Let's see. We've got some sentences. We've got 10 sentences on page 6. I want you to pause the video here and go and circle the verb in each sentence and put a V on top and underline the subject and put an S, or just underline the subject and circle the verb, and then come back and check with me. Pause. Okay. Now that you're back, let's do it together. Subject underline, verb circle. We, this is the subject, come from 7 different countries. The class, subject, starts, verb. We, subject, meet in building C, room 301. Our teacher, subject, verb, is. He, subject, verb, is. Young and friendly. Young and friendly are adjectives. He, subject, speaks, verb, slowly is an adverb. I, subject, understand, verb, here most of the time but not always. I, subject, am, verb, a beginner. And in this class, all the students are beginners. So all the students, subject, and are is my verb. Now, let's look at the difference between statements and questions. Usually statements are called sentences, but in reality, sentences are divided into statements, which can be positive or negative, and questions. So, let's look at these examples. Here we've got some statements, and then we've got some sentences, some questions. The question is, what are statements and questions? What do statements and questions have similar? What's the same? And how are they different? So let's look at it. For example, the first statement, I am from Somalia. So I is my subject and am is my verb, you remember? And the question is, where are you from? So are is the verb and you is the subject. If you look at the colors, the yellow boxes show subjects and the green boxes show the verb. And just looking at it, you can see that in statements, first you have the subject and then you have the verb. And in questions, it's vice versa. So first you have the verb and then you have the subject. Now, let's do a little practice again. Again, I want you to pause the video, answer the questions, and then come back and check with me. Go. Okay, are you back? Let's see. The first one, is my class big? My class is big. Next one, I is my subject. Oops. I is my subject. Have is my verb. And 24 classmates. Full stop. We is my subject. Come is my verb. From many countries. My classmates is my subject. Are is my verb. And friendly. The teacher's name is Mrs. Green. The teacher's name is my subject. Sorry for the bad handwriting. Name, I'm trying to squeeze it in here, is Mr. Green. We, subject. Meet, verb. In room 245. I, subject. Am, verb. From China. Full stop. My subject, first language, my first language is Chinese. How's that? Now let's do another practice. And we want to again put these words in order. But this time we want to make questions and we want to add the question mark instead of a full stop. So, what is your name? Next one. How, verb, do you, subject, spell the rest of the verb, your name. Number 2, 3 actually. Where are you from? 4, what is your first language? Where, question word, do, verb, you, subject, live, and how many, question word, people are there in your family? Question mark. Don't forget the question mark. What do you think these people are saying? Write a question for part 1 and an answer for part 2. Part A. So this is A and this is B in the comments. Let's talk about sentence mechanics now. So, of course, this is super important. When you start your sentence, the first word should be in capital letter. So capital letters are super important. And then punctuations like a full stop, a question mark, these are super important. Again, I repeat, a sentence begins with a capital letter and has a punctuation mark at the end. For example, the class here, this is wrong because it's the first word in a sentence. It should be in capital T, is in room 342, and then you need a full stop. You need a period or a full stop after a statement. So this sentence is a statement. And you need a question mark after a question. Do you have any questions? Practice number 6. You should know what to do by now. Pause the video, fix it, add capital letters or question marks or periods, punctuation, and then come back and check with me. Pause. Okay, good. Girls and boys, you're back. Are you married? It should be capital letter and you need a question mark. 2. My friend speaks English. Full stop. Are, capital A. Are you from China? Question mark. He, capital H, is from Mexico. Full stop. Do you drink coffee? Question mark. Our, capital O, class starts at 8 o'clock. Full stop. Where do you live? Capital W, question mark. How do you spell your name? Capital H, question mark. She works part-time. Capital S, full stop. We like to go swimming. Capital W and full stop. Practice number 7. You need to find 4 more missing capital letters and correct it. So let's look. My name is Maria. Good. Name with capital letter. I'm from Dominican Republic. Correct. Capital letter when you want to write the name of your country. My first language, after full stop, is Spanish. Now I live in Hartford. Today is my first day in this school. I want to learn English. It is very important for my future. So after the full stops, you need capital letters, and the first word of the sentence also should be in capital letters. Voila! Let's again look at this one. Practice number 8. Pause again, check, correct the errors, then come back and check with me. So, practice number 8. Correct the errors in this paragraph. Add 5 more capital letters and 7 more periods or full stops. Let's go through it together. Kazumi is one of my classmates. Full stop, capital letter. She's from Japan. Full stop. She, capital letter, speaks Japanese. Full stop. Her parents live in Tokyo. Full stop, capital letter. She has no brothers or sisters. Full stop, capital letter. She is single. Full stop. Kazumi likes music and fashion. Full stop. Her clothes are beautiful. Full stop. So let's count. 5 more capital letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 more periods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say 1. Oh, and 7. Good. We're good. Look at the next exercise. It says complete the information about your class. Take a sheet of paper. Write your 6 sentences as a paragraph. So you can do it by yourself. Fill the gaps and then write a paragraph and send it to me in the comment section. And we'll look at it together.